Rachel, you're good.
Hey everyone, welcome to the webinar. Let's see who's on. Lots of people on tonight. Mavis, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hi.
Hey Mavis.
How are you,
guys,
Rachel?
Oh, I'm fantastic, thanks. Mavis. Tonight we have Diane. Goes on.
Wow. When she gets in that mode, it's just blowing up. You want to be here and just listen to Diane. It's just going to be fabulous.
Diane, you on with us?
I am on with you guys. What's going on, ladies?
We are good.
They changed the time zone. Well, here in the States, we changed the time zone, so it got us all mixed up, didn't it? We do that around here to keep everybody on their toes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we are changing next weekend, aren't we, Rachel?
Oh,
next
I think
Sunday?
so, next weekend.
Oh, you guys
we'll all be
changed
kind of back
too?
to normal.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we just
we
changed
will.
at different
Just a
times.
different time.
We used to
that's why
change
it gets
later.
confusing.
I don't know why they changed it, but it's good because it's better here because it gets like awful dreary here. So we need a little sunshine in the afternoon. It helps out a bit. So it's very good.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I want to welcome all of you guys, and I'm going to be I'm just going to be really straight up today because I think that's the way to go. You know, so many times we get on a training call and everything's, you know, what I call happy clappy and perky lurky and all that other stuff. But the truth is, I feel crummy, Rachel feels crummy, and Mavis feels crummy. So there you go. Pretty straight up. So we're just going to get down and dirty real quick with you guys today. We're going to get straight to it. If we haven't met before, my name's Diane Hockman. I live in Bristol, Connecticut, here in the States, and I have been in the home business industry for 12 years. And quite frankly, I've worked with an awful lot of people over the years, but working with Rachel and Mavis brings me an amazing amount of pleasure. Two amazingly sharp, brilliant women on the go, and they are building their businesses at a ridiculous rate. In fact, I got a text Rachel, you don't even know that, but I got a text from Ray Higdon the other day. Ray's a gentleman we work with who you guys will get to meet if you haven't met him. And he goes, what are you feeding your UK people? What are they doing? They're going wild. So I don't know what it is. It's the tea, right? It's a lot of tea?
I told him it was the tea. He accused me of steroids.
Well, I'm going to put everybody on tea because I don't know. But what we're going to do today, guys, is I'm going to give you guys a quick lesson. I'm actually going to make some of you cry in your soup. It's an expression around here. I'm going to make you go, oh, wow. But first, before we do it, you're looking at the website for Dreams Resort and Spa in Cancun, Mexico. In June, both myself, Rachel, and Mavis, we will be at this fabulous resort. In fact, we will be the girls getting the massages like that lady there. I also will be wearing my white bikini. How about you guys? Not.
I'll be wearing a pink one.
Okay. Well, there you go. I will not be wearing one at all, but in any case.
Oh, really?
Tom DeMeo needs to be here. The white bikini lady is back in town. I didn't look to see. Maybe Tom is here. But I always have a joke about marketing pictures. I always have a chick in white bikinis. And there she is. But we will be at this resort. And we're going to tell you at the end of the call how you can join us. It's absolutely going to be an amazing time, all-inclusive resort. And what's really exciting about this trip, too, is some of the top marketing minds in the industry will be on this vacation. So aside from having a great time and enjoying the crystal blue waters of the Caribbean, you'll also get to really mastermind with some amazing people. So, guys, what I want to do today is talk to you a little bit about, and I'm just going to bring up a notepad. No fancy stuff today, right, Rachel? We're doing straight up, little this. Okay. People open a home business, and I opened mine 12 years ago. We're going to do some of my excellent typing as usual. Okay. And most people, when they get into a home business, what happens is they get really caught up in the excitement of it. There's a lot of excitement out there. Everybody's selling all this. I mean, I just sold you some of the fun of having a home business, a trip to Mexico. What could be better than that? Free trip, right? But what happens is time goes by. And I was listening to an audio yesterday. Every month I get Success Magazine. I don't know if any of you guys get it. one of the companies we work with actually has a special program where you get Success and you get some CDs with it and so on. And I was listening to the Success Magazine Audio of the Month, and gentleman on it was talking about, this was a guy who was on the front line of cell phones. He was the front of, he's been in the head of a lot of different marketing moves over many years. And he was talking about mobile marketing, and he was talking about internet marketing. And he was talking about how the reason why whole industries are flipping so quickly is some people are grasping the new horizon, what the internet is and what, cell phones, because everything's mobile, guys. If you're not on a smartphone yet, I promise you, you will be within the next 2 years, and so will everybody else. And the reality is that most people are sleeping with their smartphones on their night table and start to panic if they leave their house without it. I don't know. Are you guys like that? I get freaked out.
Yeah, yeah.
If my battery's getting low, I'm like hyperventilating. We need to find an outlet, My car charger wasn't working. I was like, So everybody's tethered to this little computer in their pocket. And he explained that the reason why a lot of old school industries are going down the tubes and a lot of new companies are rising up very quickly is the old school forgot to create databases. And he was talking about the publishing industry in particular. And he was talking about the companies that were the publishers of books, the biggest publishers in the world. How is it that Amazon is about to put half of them out of business with Kindle publishing, electronic publishing? How could they topple companies that have been around for 100 years so quickly?
Yeah.
And the reason is because Amazon, cap lock off, Amazon, sorry guys, I'm a poor typist, but I'm a smart businesswoman, owns the names and emails. This is terrible, Rachel. I'm sick, so it's worse than usual, of all their customers and prospects. Now, this is really powerful.
Yep. I actually bought some books through an email from them today.
Right, and they're always marketing back, hey, based upon your purchase last time, here's this, this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah,
Kindles, Kindles have become extremely popular. I know I have one. If you haven't gotten one, a Kindle or a Nook or whatever, depending on what reader you're into. But you also can get the apps to put on your phone. So I have Kindle on my phone, and I also have Kindle on my laptop. You also can put it on your iPad. So, and it's made it possible that anybody can publish a book quickly and easily without having to get a publisher and without having this and that. I mean, us girls could write a book. In fact, maybe we should, Rachel. When I'm over in the UK, we'll write a book and we'll put it together, and we'll put it up on Kindle, and we can have a published Kindle book in minutes. So it's crazy because literally whole industries are flipping and turning, and people who were smart enough or who are smart enough to understand this distinction about building a list and owning the names and emails of all your customers and prospects, those people that did this, especially if they were in network marketing or a traditional home business, those people that did this several years ago, quite frankly, got wealthy. I'm one of them. Early on, I stopped doing what I was being told to do. Ooh, sacrilegious. And I said, wait a minute, I want to create a database and I want to create a list, because if I own a list, right, I have insurance. I drop an email and I make money. Boom. Now, why do I love working with Rachel and Mavis? Among many others, but they're the hosts of this particular call. Why do I love working with Rachel and Mavis? Because these are two ladies that got this, okay? Rachel got into the business not too long ago. She started building a list and a database and working on those skills. Mavis saw blogging, built a beautiful blog, and has relationship and a database of all her readers. So why do these two do so well? Are they marketing Einsteins? Are either of you a marketing Einstein? They're quiet.
No, unfortunately not.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. Do you guys sit in your house 24 hours a day and read marketing textbooks or anything?
No, I'm
No.
not sure I've picked up a traditional marketing textbook ever.
Not yet, right? And do either of you have a PhD or an advanced degree in marketing?
No, I don't.
The common denominator is that they have a database. Whoops, database. And a database equals an asset. Okay. Now, if you've been in the if you came today to learn about home businesses, we'll send you, some information about what we're up to. I'm going to cover it a little bit. I'm fussy today, so I'm just straight to the point, okay? Straight in, straight out. If you have been in a home business for any period of time and you have not built a database, if you have not built a list, you are goofy. How's that for a pleasant, popular? I'm so pleasant. Everybody wants to come back to my calls, okay? The reason why I'm calling you goofy to your face is because I want to help you. I want to help you make money, and I want to help you stop getting caught up in the silliness that everybody is being told out there. I'm watching one large group right now, and everybody's running around and screaming and cheering and standing on chairs, but not one of these people is being taught how to build a business that has a database.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens? The guys with the database make a fortune, and everybody else rah-rahs for a little while and then runs broke yet again. And the cycle goes on and on and on. So this is who I am. This is what I'm about. I'm an asset queen. So are these ladies. If I could spell it, it would be excellent. Okay. All I'm concerned about now, I'm going to be 45 years old in a couple weeks. In fact, we better have a birthday party for me when I'm in London and
Yeah,
wherever
what date is it?
Well, we don't need to talk about that because I'll be hiding and dressing in black that day. But it's right before I come over. Okay.
Great.
And
Great.
we'll have a pint and cheer to me. Cheers to getting old. But anyway, I'm at the point of my life where I want freedom. Okay, I've worked over the last several years to bring up my children. I started my business when my kids were 3 and 6. They're now 15 and 18. One is in college and university. The other one will be, before you know it, and they'll be flown. And now I have time to be with my husband, to travel, to do all the wonderful things that we've looked forward to. And I am watching several generations of people that cannot do any of the things that they dreamed of. Why? Because they don't have assets, and or the assets that they owned were washed away because they were not under their control. So my first asset that is very important to me in my business, as I mentioned, is my list. And what we do is we use an organization and a tool called My Lead System Pro to help train people how to do this. Now, I did this all on my own for years, and it was difficult. And that's why people said I was crazy, because I was doing something that was difficult. I'm kind of happy I did it now. My Lead System Pro gives people every tool they need to do this. It gives them the capture pages, the websites where you get the people to put in their name and their email. It gives you the stuff, the trainings and things to give away to them, to entice them to give you their name and their email. It gives you the letters to send out to them. It gives you every ounce of training you need to find the leads for your business. It keeps you up to date. Last night we had an incredible training. Everybody was raving about branding on the internet and how to create your brand. We cover everything under the sun: Twitter, Facebook, pay-per-click, copywriting, running ads online, running ads offline, everything you want to know, LinkedIn, blogging, how to create a blog, how to install a blog. Absolutely incredible. And we have a group where we focus in and help people with this every single day, almost 24 hours a day, because we have members around the world working together to help each other. So if you're somebody that's decided at this point that you've had enough silliness, that you've had enough spinning your wheels, that you need to get with a team that knows how to do this, it's become highly successful with it, you need to get back to the person that invited you and tell them, give me my 14-day trial to Lead System Pro. Get me into this group. I want to hang out with these guys, and I want to find out how it's done. And I'm committed. I understand that it takes some time to build this. But when I build this, I will have an insurance policy, an asset that will continue to make money for me over and over and over again. So now I want to talk to you about what we do in here. Okay, we get into My Lead System Pro, and what we have is revenue streams. This typing is painful for everybody. I know. Hang with me. Revenue streams, okay? When somebody goes into Amazon.com, and I'm assuming you guys are somewhat familiar with that. If not, check it out. Go buy anything and you'll see what happens. Based upon the interest that somebody expresses, whatever they're interested in, what they just bought or what they were searching, Amazon follows up and offers them, check this out, more things to buy. They already know that they have a list of interested parties. Imagine if you were only talking to interested parties, how much easier would it be to do business? Amazon already knows that they've either searched for something and or bought something. And so then Amazon follows up and says, hey, you like this, maybe you'll like that. And very, very often the people do, and they go back and they buy something else. Well, this is the same exact concept we use. When Rachel goes out and she collects some leads, when Mavis goes out and she collects some leads, they know what they've searched for. They know how they've come to them, how the people have come to them. And then they're following up via phone, email, they can send them a video, different things that they can send out to them. And they're saying, hey, you were searching for training on Twitter. Guess what? We have a training on Facebook too. And incorporated into that training, they're being exposed to some products and things they can buy. When the people buy those things, ta-da-da-da, you make money. Ta-da-da-da. And isn't that really what we're all after? We're all after creating daily profit. Now, as you build up that database and that list of people, think about it. Amazon, when they started with these little rinky-dink company, and maybe they had 100, 200, 300 customers. Nowadays, can you imagine the size of the database that's been accumulated over the last so many years? Can you imagine how many sales Amazon makes in a day just by sending out some emails? It's mind-boggling. Somebody like me, I've been doing it for a few years. I send out an email, I make so many sales. Rachel goes and sends out an email, she makes so many sales. Mavis goes and sends out an email, she makes so many sales. It's your turn to go and send out an email and make so many sales. So what we have in here, like I said, is revenue streams. And we have books. Whoops. We have training courses, all the things that people buy. We have autoresponders like tools, marketing tools, all kinds of stuff that they buy. And then what we have stuck in the back is what we call a primary network marketing program. Now, I'm about to go on a rant, so prepare yourself. Rachel, is it okay? I told you I'm fussy. I got a rant. Is it all right? Okay. When I got started in the home business industry, I signed up with a health and wellness company. I didn't know anything about anything. I can't type. What are you going to do? I didn't know anything about anything. I signed up, and every month I bought so much stuff. Okay, every month I made a purchase. And we were taught to purchase lots of stuff because, of course, the company and our team above us wanted us to purchase lots of stuff because they would make more money. And we, in turn, taught our teams to purchase lots of stuff. And so it goes. Yeah. Right? That's so it goes. Yeah. Now, I did this, and truthfully, I did it well. This is before I learned how to build a database. I was just a little housewife. I didn't know nothing. I was selling some lotions and potions and shakes and pills and all that good type of stuff. And so about, let's see, I started in 99. I didn't figure out how to do the database till about 2003 probably. So in about 2003, I started a database. And then I kind of lost it or messed up with that. And then in 2005 is when I shifted to a different kind of database. I shifted to a database of people that were seeking business materials and business training and seeking businesses. Okay, so I'm still in this company all along. And the truth is that I've been with that company. I still have a distributorship because they send me money every month, and I'm not going to turn away a check every month. So I still buy some stuff from them. And truthfully, I'm drinking one of their products right now. I like their products. But for 12 years, check this out, guys. This is going to kill you. 12 years, I made a purchase every single month. Okay, multiple purchases. But so I made 144 purchases. Okay, and what I was taught was to buy as much stuff as I could from them. I was taught to shift my spending. They sold shampoo. I bought my shampoo from them, this, and that. And over the course of time, what I was spending with them a month went from about $100 all the way up to almost $1,000 a month I was spending on their products that they had. Sounds crazy, but go to a big MLM and you'll find that people are, if it's a juice company, they're drinking gallons of juice, and if it's this, it's that. And the more money you make, you tend to buy more stuff. So we got to the point where I was literally spending about $1,000 with them. Now, I was making so much, so it didn't seem like I was spending that money, but I was. See, we recently aligned with a company because we saw that what they had was assets. Okay, and I just explained to you earlier in this webinar why I'm so big on assets. Okay, the name of the company is Numis Network, and I'm going to make a bold statement today. I'm going to make a bold statement. Numis Network is, the tension's killing, isn't it, for smart people. What? Are you saying that the other ones aren't for smart people? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Numis Network is particularly for smart people. Numis Network sells silver and gold numismatic coins and other collectibles. Now, if you haven't seen collectibles, if you haven't seen a presentation on Numis Network, we'll get that for you at the end of this little chat here. But basically what they're selling is perfectly graded collectible coins. They're sealed, they've been untouched, they've been uncirculated, and these are something that you put away and you save. Okay, you put this away, this is for your children, this is for your grandchildren. Okay, and the coin industry is huge here in the States. It's tremendous. There's whole TV channels dedicated to selling coins. It's a tremendous, tremendous industry. So when I first saw this, I was like, I don't get it. It's coins. I don't collect coins. I want some more lotions and potions. Okay. And then I sat their presentation and I talked with my good friend Ray, who's the #1 earner over there, and he kind of set me straight. And he showed me, basically, when you're in a network marketing company, you're going to make a purchase every month because that's the way it works. You make a purchase every month. Well, what if I had, for 12 years, spent the same money, for 12 months, 12 years, spent the same money that I spent with my lotions, potions, and diet shakes and pills company? If I had spent that same money after all this time, I would be sitting on 1,296 silver collectible coins, many of which that would have gone up in value over the 12 years. If I had spent, even if I had only bought one coin a month, I'd have 144 silver coins. I would need a safe or a vault to keep them in. The reality is with 1,296 coins, I would need a pretty big vault to keep my, guys, assets in. Now, am I knocking what I did for 12 years? No, I'm not, because I've made a residual income. It was very nice. I had a great time, and I had some good stuff. Okay, it was good. But when I saw if I spend my money that I would spend on any home business, and if I used it here, first, if I built that marketing list, that gave me insurance so that 6 months to a year from now, I would have built up a list big enough that I'd be able to just go, I think I'll drop an email and make some money today. And I did that 3 times a week. I can make a boatload of money. And then I built up my assets with Numis Network. And then I built a team. And if I just got 2 people a month over the course of time, not only would I have a safe full of assets that I could give to my children, my grandchildren, I could sell, I could trade, I could do whatever I want with, but I would also have a big team providing me residual income. We can give you a presentation on how it all works. It's amazingly wonderful. Yesterday was payday. I was a very happy girl, and that nice Silver Eagle bonus that they give was nice last week, so I was very happy. And then I'd also have, so check it out, I got my list, I got my residual income that I built up with building the team. I'd get a free trip twice a year to a place like we were looking at before. We'll go back and look at that again. Because if I only put in 2 people a month, can you do more? Of course you can do more. Can you make more money? Of course you can make more money. Can you collect more than 1 coin a month if you want to? Of course you can. But I'd be going on vacation twice a year for free. Plus, I'd have all these coins. So I want you to think about everything that you've been doing. If you've been playing around, if you're brand new, bless you, you found the right place the first day out. But if you've been in this industry for a while, I want you to sit down and take a hard look, because there's people running around saying, oh, this and oh, that and all this stuff. Everybody's running around trying to tell you their deal is better. I don't think my deal is better. I just think my deal is smart. I don't think that what I do is better than other people. I think there's other people out there that make a lot of money. But what I know is they have nothing left. And if their deal goes away, they got nothing. If my deals go away, which of course they won't, I got a big fat database and a list that keeps me insured and makes me money, and I got a big fat vault of silver coins. Yeah. So I am fussy today, and I don't feel good, and I'm cranky, and I'm tired of listening to people saying silly stuff and listening to people talk to people out in the field, and they say you can't learn attraction marketing and you can't build a list and you can't collect coins and you can't do all this other stuff because you're not smart enough. They don't think that you can understand business. Well, I was a dumpy little housewife, and I saw it and I understood business. And I'm here today as living proof that if you will learn a few business concepts and believe you're smart enough and not listen to the people out there that are telling you that you're not enough to learn this stuff and it's too hard for you, because everybody who's selling you everything under the sun is doing exactly what we are teaching here. Are you in a big rush to make a buck and missing out on the millions? Are you in a big rush to the hot deal, not realizing that the smart money is sitting right in front of you? Are you in a big rush trying to get $1, not realizing that there's thousands of dollars sitting on the other side of this? I get hysterical watching good people lose money. I get insane. I'm not supposed to admit this. I'm supposed to be happy, clappy, perky, cheering, so exciting. Everything's wonderful. It's baloney. People are drowning. And I will not play that game. You must learn these skills. And you must collect assets, or you are in trouble. My heart is warmed when I work with young people, older people, people with kids, people with grandkids, and I see their eyes open up and I see them start to understand what business is, how it works, and how they can insure themselves. And here's the last thing I'll say, and then I'm going to let Rachel and Mavis close it out. And what you're going to do is get back to the person that invited you and say, wow, I want to see the information on these 2 programs, and I want to find out about what you guys have going on. I'm not fooling around today. I'm dead serious. There has never been a program like Numis Network that provides you with an asset every month, or more of them if you'd like, and that gives you, and here's the kicker, they give you 100% money back guarantee. Not for 30 days, but 5 years. In 5 years, if you are not happy with any coin you got on the Coin of the Month Club, if you are not thrilled to death with what's happened to the value of that coin, you send it back and you get all your money back. You can not lose. Numis Network is for smart people, because a lot of people don't see what's sitting right in front of their nose. They want somebody to jump up and down and cheer them. They want to run around and strip naked and show embarrassing pictures of themselves, in their underwear, or they want to, scream about whatever, whatever they're into. You know what? I did it. And I did it, and I'm here today, and I learned, and this and that. But boy, oh boy, I wish I had those 1,296 silver coins. And boy, oh boy, every month I make sure I get a batch, because I will not be left 12 years from now with nothing. I have a mini empire now. It's not too bad. But I am building a legacy for my family in the form of my list, in the form of my marketing skills, and in the form of the assets that I collect, and the form of the residual income sources that I get checks and payments from every month. Today alone, I received residual income from 7 sources. This is what we're about over here in this group. Next week, come back. We'll jump around and be perky for you. Maybe. We'll see. Next week, come back. We'll show you the slides, and we'll show you the this, and we'll show you the that. But this week, all I'm going to do is leave you with this. If you get on board with us today, you can be here very soon. It takes 4 people. You sign 4 people, and you can come to Mexico with us. You can sit with us. You can mastermind with us. You can drink out of a coconut with us. The drinks are free. You can have dinner with us, and you can plan your future, where you want to be, and you can tell us all about what you have planned for your life. I'll be there. Rachel will be there. Mavis will be there. By then, you can have a nice list going. You have a nice team going. You can have nice checks popping into your mailbox. And to me, that's what having a home business is all about. So Rachel, Mavis, I'm done. If there's anything you guys want to close out with, please do.
Whew, that is going to be really eye-opening to a lot of people. A lot of people, yeah. I don't think I got anything else to say apart from that Mavis and I are going to be around to take questions and stuff if you guys want to see more about Numis, more about MLSP, and how to actually start building up your list and your assets with Numis. And whoever invited you to this call, just get back with them. They've got the links to show you as well and get you into the group where we can answer your questions and work with you on this stuff. Mavis, you got anything you want to add before we close it?
No. Oh, sorry, I'm coughing.
She doesn't feel good either, see?
Okay, guys,
Yeah,
well, thank you so much, Diane.
Just get
Thanks
back
so
with
much,
us
Diane,
and get the
for coming
links.
on and just ran in and was awesome.
I do a rant once in a while. Guys, get back with the person that invited you. Get the links. Take a full presentation. I'm not asking you to make a decision without due diligence, but I encourage you to look at what we're doing. And most of all, I encourage you to look at what you've done to see if it makes sense. Do you have your assets? If you've been doing this for more than a year and you're not set up, it's time to make a change in your plan. If you're doing this for more than a year and you don't have something significant to show for it, it's time to really think about it. And I know I think about it because when I think about 1,296 coins that I could be sitting on, the value of them today alone, and that's on top of any residual and all that other good stuff. That's on top of all the bonuses. That's on top of all the 14 different ways you can get paid. Why don't I cover the pay plan and the this and the that? Because I think you're a grown-up and I think you can look at it on your own. I'm covering the common sense nitty-gritty of what families need today and what people, I wanted it real. I know Rachel has worked her tushy off. Maybe they've worked like crazy to understand the true mechanics. These are the mechanics. Accept them now or accept them later. Sit and build this now or sit and regret in a couple more years shaking your head. I hear it from people every day. If I had only built my list, if I only had something to show for what I did. So we will see you guys later. Those of you that are stateside, I will be speaking tonight at 8:30. I don't know if I'll do the same talk or not. Probably not. I think it was just a special, moment. But I will be speaking at 8:30. You also can get back to the person Eastern time. You can get back to the person if you are stateside and want to come. Or, of course, if you'd like to bring someone, you're welcome to bring someone, and, we can get you all on board at the same time. So I hope to see many of you in Mexico because I will be there with bells on.
Me too.
All right. We'll see you guys next time, okay?
Thank you, Diane.
Are there any questions?
The organizer has ended the session.